Why? Bobi Wine and NUP withdrew the 2021 Uganda election result. Robert Kyagulanyi, aka Bobi Wine, and NUP withdrew the court challenge to the 2021 election result. In February, he announced that he had instructed his lawyers to withdraw his petition, citing frustration by Supreme Court's Electoral Commission reacted by saying that they are going to evaluate the 2021 polls result, rejected any sort of audit by independent group. Imagine your neighbor stole your goats and you took the matter to the court. You met the judge that is going to solve the case between you and your neighbor. Few days later, the judge in this case turned up to visit your neighbor with his entire family. Just seeing that, you may feel as if you are hit by a heavy truck on a highway. A judge who is supposed to be neutral in the case just turn up to visit your neighbor. It is a worrying development. I have seen a lot of Supreme Courts around the world. They never discuss the case they are residing over in the media. Uganda is the only country that the judges in the Supreme Court can go out and say what they want and discuss the case in the media. It is only in Uganda where you have the three branches of government: presidency, judiciary, and the parliament. The parliament is the branch of a government that should be passing laws and making sure that all Ugandans obey that law. But that role is turned around. If you watch carefully, in Uganda, it is the police and the military organs which are telling the lawmakers who made the law to follow what they want them to follow. I understand a case where the police is warning members of parliament not to indulge themselves into demonstration. All Ugandans are free to demonstrate. It is a pity there's nowhere in the world that the police become the ruler of a state. That the police is the one warning the lawmakers, the parliament that makes laws that they, as the police, should follow. Uganda is a very special country today because the branches of the government is not functioning. They make laws and then the military organs tell the same people what to follow. Please, don't forget to subscribe. Hit the like button so that you don't miss the source of your information on Uganda. Let me be clear and let's get started. The National Unity Platform, NUP, President Robert Kyagulanyi aka Bobi Wine withdrew the election petition challenging President Museveni's election. We all knew from the beginning that since 1996, there is no opposition leader who ever won any petition they brought to the Supreme Court. It was a mistake from the very beginning to have tried that approach of going through the Supreme Court. To make sure that the election was reached. They tried it from 1996. And whoever went to the Supreme Court never got anything from it. The Supreme Court of Uganda is a part of dictatorship. Those who followed Uganda election since the beginning would agree with me that no opposition have ever won a petition against the military junta. Bobi Wine said that it is time to take the case to the public court. Since Uganda court seems to be sitting on their testicles to defend dictatorship, let the people decide. We all know that some of those judges sitting on the chair, on the court chair, are very close to the government in power. Very close to the government in power. The ruling government, whose hand is already smeared with the blood of Ugandan youths who are crushed, killed, murdered in cold blood. Some are kidnapped. Some are rotting in military safe houses, being tried in a military court. All in the name of protecting the legacy of dictatorship. We have 3 branches of government: the presidency, judiciary, and the parliament. The parliament is supposed to make law, and we as Ugandans, we have to follow those laws passed in parliament. But the role of the 3 branches change a lot. The parliament make laws, and it is the military and the police that are enforcing those laws. The law that should have been forced by the parliament that made that law. Not long ago, I had a police spokesman warning members of parliament who made the law that they should be enforcing not to involve themselves in demonstration. If you do, you make up your will before going to demonstrate. Then I begin to ask myself, what is the use of having 3 branches of the government that are supposed to be making law that we, as the citizen of Uganda, should be following? But instead, the police is the one telling us what to do. This is something very strange. It does not happen anywhere in the world, whereby a police commander or a security minister goes and tells the lawmakers to behave when he knows that it was the lawmakers who passed that law. You, as the police agent or an army soldier, you should be enforcing the law that the branches of the government have made, have passed. Let me be clear. The NUP President Bobi Wine did the right thing to withdraw the case. Because if you know Or if you come face to face with a lion, and then you sit back and start praying that God help me, save me from the lion. Let this lion not eat me up. Then you are more stupid than the lion. Then you become a food for the lion. And the lion is going to eat you up because the lion might have not eaten for a long time. And you are there kneeling down, praying to God to come and save you. And let me tell you something. God save those who save themselves. God save those who save themselves. It is time for Ugandans not to give up the struggle, not to give up a long walk to freedom. Remember, try to embrace your strength. Try to embrace your weakness as a gift. Never allow your strength to turn into weakness. The moment you begin to brag around that I am very strong, that I can destroy you, that no one can touch you, when you start doing that, you then begin to clear the way to your downfall. And you'll go down. Let me tell you something. No one lives forever. We are all going to die. I may go today. You may go tomorrow. The other one will go later. But all of us, we are going to die. The Supreme Court went to the media and told the people of Uganda that Bobi Wine should not intimidate them to rule in his favor. I really wonder where the Supreme Court got that idea that Bobi Wine was intimidating them. Chief Justice Alphonse Owiny-Dolo came with just a statement and warning Bobi Wine not to blackmail the judges, not to blackmail the judges. When he threatened to withdraw the petition. And trying to withdraw the petition does not lead to blackmailing. It sounds as if some people within the three branches of the government are not honest. Here we have a conflict of interest which is playing out within Uganda Supreme Court. And one would say some of those judges sitting on the Supreme Court should step down. We all know their records, what they did and what they're doing today. You can't be a judge, the jury, and the executioner. At the same time, you are supposed to be working for the people of Uganda. You are supposed to be serving the interests of the people, not your personal interests. Not your personal interests. We all know that for the last 35 years, going to Supreme Court to challenge the government had been a waste of time. The institution of judiciary is reduced to personal property, a mockery of democracy. If it is true that one of the top diplomats of key Western countries appreciated the opposition politician to capitulate, to pursue legal path to the petition, which is expected or intended to expose the biased judges. But let's be real. We are all aware that the Supreme Court is a property of the government. All the election we had in Uganda with the dictator indicate that the Supreme Court does what they are told to do. They have to face the drum. And let's take a look back to what happened all these years. You can agree with me to disagree. As I said before, all the presidential candidates are quiet today. All the eyes are focused on Bobi Wine. It is like dancing with the wolf. A dance that began a long time ago. We are peddling in a divide and rule process, which is in gear. And believe me, sooner or later, you'll notice a division within the party, a division within the branches of government that may lead to a source of chaos. That differences between the judiciary, the parliament, the government, which is the presidency, has started showing crack on the wall. Where files are being confiscated, people are oppressed, judges are not free to say what they feel like, to make their own decision. You have to follow what the junta wants. You have to follow what the leopard wants, or you disappear in the leopard harness. Let me be honest with you. The president of NUP took the right decision to withdraw the petition. And to all of us Ugandans, if we don't do something about dictatorship, we will live to regrets. Let me be honest with you. What goes round comes round. Thank you for listening. And remember, I will be back.